Flying FPV is just one of the most unique experiences I think anybody can have. It feels like you're in flow state whenever you're flying. I don't really feel like I'm really focused on what I'm doing anymore. It feels like I'm just one with the drone. Capturing Iceland with FPV is, in my opinion, one of the best ways to capture Iceland. There's so many places that are hard to reach any other way. I've never really been able to see them, or maybe have never even been captured before. My name is Parker Sheppard, and I'm a professional FPV drone pilot. I started out as a photographer and videographer. My first camera was actually a GoPro Hero 4 when I was in middle school. I used that camera throughout my middle school years. I kept continuing to make videos all through high school.
I want to continue to grow myself as a photographer. Like, I'm not the best photographer. I'm just a college student from West Virginia that shoots photography for fun.
FPV was kind of a way for me to separate myself from other videographers in the area, so that's why I initially started flying FPV. But then after that, I started traveling the world and capturing a bunch of different landscapes and shooting FPV kind of on every project I was doing, and it kind of became my thing after that. On this trip, we're using the brand new GoPro Hero 13 along with the brand new GoPro ND set. If you know what an ND is, NDs are basically like sunglasses for your camera. It reduces the amount of light that's let into the lens, so you're able to control the settings on your camera more. Now, one really cool feature with the brand new GoPro ND set is the GoPro automatically recognizes what ND you have on here, and it will adjust your settings accordingly to that ND. So it automatically adjusts your settings to match that, and it will prioritize the lower ISO. You can set this up to follow the 180-degree rule. So when you put the ND filter on, it'll double whatever your frame rate is for the shutter speed. So for instance, if you're shooting at 30 frames, it would make your shutter speed 1/60. Or you can set up in full auto if you don't know the ins and outs of how to control your settings on your camera. So it'll prioritize the lower ISO and the slower shutter speed, so you get that nice cinematic motion blur in your footage.
Yeah, I'm thinking that we find a little road that either rips to the coast or rips up to the base of the mountains, because this light's kind of like vibey and glowy. So if we can find anything just around here, I'm fine with that.
All right, we got some pretty nice lighting. So we're set up the FPV drone and get a few laps in.
Can I get a battery for this 13?
Got it.
Do you have NDs up there by chance?
Yeah. So it's getting dark out now, and so we still want to get that long shutter speed. So we stopped down from ND16 to ND4.
All right, I'm ready to go.
All right, Caleb, hop on in.
And punch up.
Yeah, get it.
I think for me, going out and capturing these FPV shots is not just about getting the shot itself, but it's also the experience and the adventure of going out to capture it.
Did you guys stack it?
Yeah, I think we got the shot.
Hell yeah, Parker, nice work.
When I was a kid, I always thought I was going to be an engineer. Growing up, my entire family were petroleum and chemical engineers. I had planned on going to college and doing exactly that. That was kind of all I knew. I think there was always that part of me that loved filmmaking. So I think FPV kind of brought all of those things together, because you have kind of the engineering side of FPV where you're building the drones and you're programming them and soldering everything together. And then you have the filmmaking side of it where you're going out and capturing these incredible landscapes and getting these incredible shots.
We are loading up the rigs right now. Let's see what the Iceland weather has for us today.
So Iceland's covered a bunch of huge glaciers, and today we're gonna go to one of the biggest ones. And this year there is a big hole in the glacier.
Oh my gosh.
And it'll only be there for a few more months. It's an incredible opportunity to capture photos and videos to really show the scale of it. I think FPV is gonna be the perfect opportunity.
So we heard that a helicopter was showing up right as we were flying FPV. I just got probably the most insane shot of my life.
Anytime I do a trip to go out and capture FPV, I think the things I remember the most from the trip are the memories of kind of the adventure of one going out and finding the shots, discovering new places, because I feel like along the way we always find new spots randomly. Also the memories of kind of the excitement and how stoked we were whenever we first land the drone and pull up the shot on the GoPro and watch it back and see it for the first time.
What are the odds that we just show up with that? We just had the craziest thing happen. We just had somebody show up with a helicopter, and they just asked us if they want us to hover the helicopter in the arch so I could get a drone shot of it. Just diving straight off the glacier, through the arch, and just orbiting right around the helicopter. I mean, I have no words for what just happened.
Yeah, when I'm flying FPV, I really feel like I'm just exploring the mountains and exploring the areas I'm flying in. And it's cool to think that I can be the first person seeing this in that way, ever really.